doing business in Africa. You can't afford to be without Africa Investor.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, heads of states, honorable ministers, ambassadors representing your countries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Hubert Rizvisa. I'm a senior advisor in climate finance for various public and private entities, including managing partnerships and public finance for the Children Investment Fund Foundation for Africa. Welcome to this award ceremony. And the NDC awards are within various categories that are representing the NDCs. We are quite happy today. We will award project promoters, but also celebrating efforts at country levels. In order to mobilize private capital at scale and at speed, it's really important that as country leaders, as institutional leaders, that we, but also as part of the NDP and the financing committees at large, that we try to make developments more investable, rather to make investment developmental. So I repeat, we don't want to make investment developmental, but rather development needs to be investable. That's the only way you can create the momentum among the different partners so that ultimately, be it in sustainable agriculture, green transport, green cities, we will be able to de-risk by having the right vehicle, blended investment vehicles, so that we can reach our goals of making the transition for the green economy in Africa and achieve the 3 trillion of investments on the continent.
On behalf of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, my colleagues and I received this award in his stead. If he were here, I have no doubt he would have dedicated it to the people of Sierra Leone. The President has made his second term. He just started 5 months into his second term. His flagship is to feed our people. His food security is his #1 priority. In his first term, it was free education. He added 1 million more kids to schools for free, and paying for them, paying for their school fees, but also giving them books and learning materials. Now he set another target to feed our people and to make sure we eat what we produce. But we know our country sits on a lot of minerals that everybody wants. The purest deposit of titanium in the world and second largest deposit. We're sitting on 22 billion tons of iron ore. We've just discovered lithium as well, to mention just a few. 8 million people. With our green assets as well, we're supposed to be super rich. And yes, with the Earth shot, he's very ambitious. He wants to do 300 megawatts more of renewable energy, and he wants to do 200 mini grids over the next 5 years. So the investors who are in the room, you have a good partner, we're ready for you. And yes, whatever policy change you need, let us know, but we'll deliver. My president is ready, and on his behalf, I say thank you very much.
Excellences, Monsieur le chef d'État, Mesdames et Messieurs les ministres, chers tous, comme il a été dit, je suis la ministre de l'Environnement, du Développement durable et du bassin du Congo, et je suis également parallèlement dans le portefeuille ministériel depuis 7 ans. J'assure la coordination également des 16 pays du bassin du Congo. La commission climat du bassin du Congo, à la tête de laquelle il y a le président Sassou Nguesso, qui porte donc les 16 pays du bassin du Congo. Et le bassin du Congo venait de tenir à Brazzaville récemment le sommet des 3 grands bassins forestiers de la planète et de biodiversité, à savoir le bassin du Congo, le bassin de l'Amazonie et le Bornéo-Mékong récemment, parce que les 3 bassins, c'est des écosystèmes forestiers. Nous concentrons 80% donc des forêts et un quart de la biodiversité. Et aujourd'hui, ce prix qui est décerné au président Sassou Nguesso, le touche énormément, puisqu'il m'a autorisé à venir le recevoir en son nom ici. Le touche énormément parce que depuis Rio +20, c'est un grand leader engagé dans la cause de façon globale du climat, de la protection de l'environnement et de la biodiversité. Et aujourd'hui, ce prix est une reconnaissance vraiment de ce combat qu'il mène vraiment avec beaucoup d'énergie, parce que lorsque vous prenez le bassin du Congo déjà, qui séquestre 1,5 milliard de tonnes de CO2 déjà, et que vous mettez à côté de cela les tourbières, en anglais les pipelines, du bassin du Congo, et ben c'est 31 milliards de tonnes de CO2. Je ne sais pas comment se fait la traduction, s'il faut que je vous laisse un moment pour traduire, ou si le se faire de façon simultanée. I'm asking you, who is president? I feel everybody here will speak.
Translation right after you.
After I'm finished, you are sure?
I'm sure, very sure.
Oh, that's not Voilà. Bon, d'accord. Bon, donc je tenais vraiment à remercier vraiment l'initiative de NDC africain. Au nom du président Sassou Nguesso, vraiment merci beaucoup. Et nous sommes aujourd'hui l'Afrique de façon globale. N'émet que 4% d'émissions de gaz à effet de serre, mais l'Afrique est secouée, impactée plus que les autres continents sur les questions de changement climatique. Et l'Afrique a besoin des financements pour se désengager pour certains pays des énergies fossiles comme mon pays, mais il nous faut des ressources pour cela, pour aller dans une transition énergétique, une transition écologique. Il nous faut également des financements dans le cadre de la levée des fonds pour l'applicabilité des 17 objectifs de développement durable. Et c'est pour ça que le président Sassou ne ménage pas d'efforts à venir aux différentes conférences des partis, à lui-même abriter des sommets avec ses pairs, ses homologues africains, pour justement tirer la sonnette d'alarme, surtout que nous avons l'un des objectifs de développement durable étant l'éradication de la pauvreté. Il nous faut donc ces financements. Je ne vais pas être plus longue et tout simplement vous remercier au nom du président de Sassou Nguesso de ce prix que vous lui décernez. Et vous pouvez me croire, il en est vraiment très heureux. Et je vous remercie très sincèrement. Merci encore une fois de plus.
So I'd like to thank you for Africans to recognize us, what we are doing. It's not easy, but I don't believe in the fact that we African politicians are not changing. I have elected, chosen some guys who are sitting here as my advisors are from private sector. They are the ones who are advising me, I guide them, but that's where I'm moving basically. We didn't have everything. The community, the experts, they are the experts. I just talk, but they are the ones who know. So as long as you can choose right people to advise you to work with you, you will succeed. So that's what I'm doing. I'm old, but I get young fellows that are sitting here. Some are from this private sector, but they have to get out my orders, of course. I have to tell them I want this and this. but they can advise me. But they, I don't know about maybe not know that if I don't do certain things, there will be a riot. People will vote for me. So that's the way we do things, maybe in the wrong way, compared to economists. But reality is on the ground. That a person who is not educated, maybe is the person who elected you, who made you to be elected. You don't just drop that person. You let the person reward them too. But we are all pulling in the same direction, I think. Today's African leaders, we had a first wave of African leaders were our extraordinary personalities. One of whom was those founding fathers. We don't have to wake up and fight for Africa. We honor them all. Second wave of African leaders were caught up in the Cold War situation, one party state, and so on. Third wave, we are saying, we pretend or we say, we all come through constitutional means. Even if you came the wrong way, you can justify that you came through constitutional means. And therefore, to me, term limits. Term limits are very important. That's why I'm starting my term. I'm finishing my term in next year, 1 year from now. And I would like to really go and rest and just see how you young people will take over from us with govern Africa. So, good governance, whatever governance, must be defined by us for the Africans. But what we are doing here as Africans recognize us. We use, as I said, to be recognized by some other universities and so on. But I'm very happy that my own brothers and sisters are saying we are doing the right thing. At Green Hydrogen, we are really advanced. But now it seems to know, but we are leading in Southern Africa, I think. South Africa, when they say that it will be leading forward. We are the ones, but we need them because they will be often needed. We are a small country, so South Africa has all of you are invited. Come, doors are open now. Don't come lay down and say we are left or right now. I'm going to invite you, we are open, we are busy with green hydrogen. We need people to come, experts to come and invest, and Africans must do that. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, President of Namibia, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'm very honored to be receiving this award on behalf of my President, President Kagame, who you all know his credentials when it comes to green. And as a country, we have intentionally taken the path to keep a sustainable country with sustainable infrastructure across the board. You already had what has been mentioned in terms of our sustainability relations, and this is something that as a country we are committed to, because that is the world the country we want to leave to our generations to come. And for that, I thank you very much.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Lori here, the CEO of FIDEF Canada, and we're grateful and humbled to accept this award together with colleagues from MUFG. What is Gaia? Gaia is a $1.5 billion blended finance platform that's designed to mobilize private capital at scale to support low carbon, climate resilient investment across 25 emerging markets and developing economies, including 10 on the African continent. What's more is the platform is geared 70% towards adaptation investments, It will also support mitigation investments. We're very pleased to receive GCF approval for $150 million at the October board meeting. That provides a concessional tranche that's coming in for first launch. We also have commercial investors. We have philanthropies that are coming in. Very, very pleased. It's been a wonderful team effort together with MUFG, and we look very forward to supporting countries in Africa to help support the NDCs as well as national adaptation plans. Thank you.
Your Excellency, President of Namibia, distinguished guests, and I just want to say thank you for this. I think I cannot also emphasize, it was really good to be acknowledged, just like His Excellency said. When Africans actually recognize African work, I believe that this is very important. Just to say, as my name is Eddie Mugabe, and I'm the CEO of the Rwanda Green Fund. It's a fund that's been established by the government of Rwanda to act as the financing vehicle that can attract the kind of finance needed to support various projects. And one of our flagship projects is the Green City Kigali. And the reason behind all of this is that we talk about green, we talk about green infrastructure, we talk about sustainable transport, but it's also important that we do start piloting and actually so that people can understand what we need, but also in our context. So this is a flagship project that is being developed in Kenya. It's one of the areas in the city of Kigali where we are developing a master plan on 600 hectares, and within this master plan we develop a pilot project that will be looking at to develop about 1,500 units. But most importantly, we want to develop a sustainable real estate that also addresses affordability. So I think the key message, whatever we try to do, we want to address climate challenges and do environmental conservation while putting our development at the center. So if we're not doing this for the people, it doesn't make sense. So again, thank you very much, and it's really an honor to receive this award. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, thank you very much. As Basio, we are honored to receive this award on behalf of all African citizens living and working in African cities. At Basio, our mission is to create the future of clean electric public transport across Africa. We launched this initiative in Nairobi beginning in 2021. We currently have 21 electric buses operating mostly in Nairobi, but now our first 2 electric buses have just begun running in Kigali, Rwanda as well. We've proven that this technology can work. And when we look at the fact that East Africa is home to some of the cleanest electricity in the world, this is not just about sustainable transport for African cities. Our Earthshot is to make Africa a global leader in inclusive, sustainable transport throughout the end of the century. We aim to unlock $1 billion of capital to transform public transport across Africa. And this week we were very proud to announce $5 million in initial investment from British International Investment. So it's just the very beginning of what we know is a long journey. And we're thrilled to accept this award. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm not Naira, but I'm Isabella Yu. I'm working for the Boston Consulting Group, and you might wonder why I am the one receiving this award. And I'm super happy to represent Noble and the Phoenix Edison team today, with whom we've collaborated over the last year or so, basically to help them out in finding investors that are suitable for their project. And I think this recognition is super, super important for them, and a sign of the fact that they are a fantastic project, and I hope you allow me to kindly read out a short note that Noble has asked me to convey to you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Phoenix Edison, it is an immense honor to accept the NDC Best Waste Initiative of the Year award. This recognition symbolizes our collective dedication to a greener, sustainable future. I extend heartfelt thanks to the organizing committee and stakeholders for making this possible. We deeply appreciate the collaborative efforts of our team and partners, recognizing their pivotal role. We equally salute all the other worthy finalists in this category. Africa has experienced a productivity revolution and has seen the emergence of the urban consumer. Nigeria alone has 24 cities with a population of over 1 million. Nigeria currently generates around 44 million tons of waste annually and produces around 5,000 megawatts of grid-connected power for its 200 million population. For comparison, both South Africa, with a third, as well as Egypt, with half of Nigeria's population, respectively deliver 50,000 megawatts of electricity. Our vision embraces unlocking the untapped power of waste to energy as vital components of both the energy mix and the circular economy in Nigeria and across Africa. The project will have a profound impact on local communities through reducing energy poverty, job creation, and improved living conditions, underscoring our commitment for positive change. We offer our gratitude to supporters, investors, and organizations who believe in our vision and contribute to this success. Let this be a recognition, a catalyst to inspire others in this novel industry in Africa, fostering continued collaboration and innovation for a sustainable Africa. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Honored and privileged to be here on behalf of Rise and our partners on the ground, Her Excellency Dr. Joyce Banda, and Director Kamara, Community Development Initiative, and Honorable Minister Lucy, the Minister of Natural Resources and Climate Change of Malawi. We are a partnership that is proving on the ground that you can collaborate between governments, NGOs, private sector, and communities to deliver on the promise of climate, community, and capital. When we actually can lift communities out of poverty, we can restore nature and mitigate climate change, and create strong risk-adjusted returns for investors. We are doing this on the ground now today at scale in Malawi. We encourage all of you to continue to follow your dreams, to try to make a success, and we are living reality of that dream. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to accept this award during COP28 on behalf of the Etihad 7 initiative team. Etihad 7 is a UAE-led innovation program dedicated to securing funding for renewable energy projects in Africa. It was launched at the start of 2022 with the aim of supplying clean electricity to 100 million people by 2035. We would like to thank Africa Investor and the NDC Investment Awards for recognizing the UAE's efforts and international efforts as a whole when it comes to aiding communities that are most vulnerable to climate change. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
I'll be quick. I know it's almost the end of the day. Just want to say we've been committed to Africa for a very long time, and we are still committed to Africa. In fact, we started our first solar projects in Mauritania back in 2013, 15 megawatt solar park, which under the name Sheikh Zayed for solar park. And since then, we've doubled our capacity in Mauritania. And since then, until now, we've installed more than 1.3 gigawatts of renewable energy projects in Africa. So we are considered one of the largest renewable energy players in Africa. We have committed to expand our presence in Africa and reach a capacity of around 10 gigawatts by 2030, which is very ambitious targets, but we're committed to do that, and we're committed to do that together with our partners, such as Infinity Power, AFC, who were present in the panel, and others, of course. And obviously, we cannot achieve these ambitious targets without the support of the government of the United Arab Emirates, of the support of the different governments and states in the African continent. So it's a privilege to be here, to receive the support, and I wish everyone luck to decarbonize Africa, to provide sustainable and green electricity to everyone in Africa. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is George Verkering, and actually we are from Climate Fund Managers from the Netherlands. We do focus on the African continent, including Nigeria, and our fund is called Climate Investor 2, with a focus on water infrastructure, but it also includes waste and oceans infrastructure. Apart from investments in Senegal and South Africa, I'd like to mention a debt for nature swap that we've provided to the government of Ecuador on the Galapagos Islands. And our fund is $1.1 billion large. We've already raised $900 million. There's only $200 million left, so for those investors in the room, hurry up because it's almost closed. Thank you very much.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.